Hello everyone and welcome back to What the Heck Math. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to focus on a math puzzle or problem. And so I guess we're going to answer the question, what the heck is the answer to the North Pole problem? Not really sure that's the official name of it or not, but it's a problem that I recently discovered today and I thought it was really interesting. So let's get started. So first let's talk about what is the problem. Okay, so I'm going to explain the problem here and give you an opportunity to try and see if you can answer it yourself. So let's imagine we have a polar bear. So let's see if I can draw me a polar bear. And there's his ears. There, polar bear. You know, polar bear. Okay, I guess I should color him in white, but oh, that's good enough. Maybe he's a little dirty. Okay, so we have a polar bear, and he lives in a cave near the North Pole. Not at the North Pole, but near it. And he's going to go for a walk. So this is what he's going to do. He's going to follow these instructions. So first, he's going to walk 12 miles north. And then he's going to turn and walk 12 miles east. So 12 miles east. And then he's going to turn one more time and walk 12 miles north. So 12 miles north, 12 miles east, and then 12 miles north. And after following this path, he's going to wind up exactly at the North Pole. Exactly at the North Pole. Now, the question is, if he wants to walk back to his cave and walk directly back to his cave in a straight line, how far would he have to walk? So go ahead and pause the video, see if you can answer the question, and then come back. Okay, let's answer the question. Alright, so we have a bear who's going to walk 12 miles north, 12 miles east, and then 12 miles north again. And we want to know how far would he have to walk to go directly back from the North Pole where he ended up to his cave. Now, it is very likely that you might have solved this problem this way. You started here. Here's the polar bear. So he's going to walk 12 miles north. And then he's going to turn and walk 12 miles east. And then he's going to turn again and walk 12 miles north. And we want to walk directly back. So we'll draw a straight line back to the start and figure out, now this is not the scale, but we're going to figure out how long this line is. And this is basically the sum of the two hypotenuses of these triangles which are the same size. So essentially, if this is 12, that means this is 6. So we need to find the length of this hypotenuse right here, call it C, and then double it. And I believe you get 26.8 or something like that. However, that is not the right answer. And the reason it's not the right answer is because this only works on a flat surface. We have to remember, this point we ended up here is the North Pole. So let's see what the actual answer is. Now, let's imagine this circle right here is the Earth. And we're looking down from the top. So the North Pole is right here. So this is basically the equator around, and here's the North Pole, and here's Antarctica. Now, I think it's really helpful here to work backwards. So from the North Pole, we're gonna go backwards. That means we're gonna walk 12 miles south. Let's call this south. Now, technically, from the North Pole, south is in every other direction. It doesn't matter where you go, you are going south if you're walking away from the North Pole. So we're just gonna pick this direction. Now, in the original problem, he walked 12 miles east, so that means we're gonna go backwards. So we're gonna go 12 miles west. Now, here's the tricky part. East and west, when you go east and west, you're basically walking along a latitude. And latitudes are circles around the Earth. And as you get closer and closer to the North Pole, these circles get smaller and smaller. So at the North Pole, the circles are actually pretty small. So if I'm going to walk 12 miles west, because we're going backwards, I'm not going to go straight across. Because if I technically walk straight across, I end up walking off. I'm going to follow a latitude, so it's going to curve like this. and it's going to be a circle, just like the outer edge of the circle. And then from there, I'm going to walk 12 miles south again and wind up back at our cave. So here you can see the distance to walk straight from our cave to the North Pole. All we have to do is walk due north 24 miles. There's the answer. So bring this puzzle to your friends, see if they can solve it. Maybe bring it to your math teacher to see how they answer it. It'd be kind of interesting to see how they get the answer. Because I gotta be honest with you, when I first started solving this problem, I solved it exactly this way. I did this, or I do them more straight, connected these, got that answer, but I just thought about it for a minute. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. There's something about the North Pole. Now, the only problem is following this in any other place in the world would give you an answer closer to finding it geometrically this way. The only reason this works is because we are at the North Pole. But anywhere else in the world, for distances this small, you would just find the distance of the hypotenuse. Hopefully you found this interesting. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.